What's going on, Jaguar fans? It's your favorite Jaguar YouTuber here. And I'm sick. Okay? I have the COVID. I'm not feeling very well. And yesterday, I somehow mustered up the strength to spend 3 hours. That was a voice crack. Spend 3 hours of my life watching. They weren't playing. I don't know what they were doing, but the Jaguars were on my TV. And I am going to give you a list of things that I should have done or that I would have preferred to do instead of watch them yesterday. You guys ready? Let's get into it. Well, seeing as though I feel like total crap, a 3-hour nap probably would have been more beneficial. I have a beautiful little kitty cat that is my constant companion. I probably could have laid in bed and just cuddled with her and relaxed with her. I have many video games. I have a Xbox Series X. I have a PlayStation 4. I have a Nintendo Switch. Could have played any of them. I'm a big comic book fan. Big comic book collector. Daredevil's my favorite character, as you guys have probably noticed looking at all my nerd stuff in my room. I have essentially every Daredevil comic ever made. Hundreds of books. I could have gone back and read some of that. That would have been pretty neat. I could have taken a 3-hour hot shower. That would have been cool. Let's see, what else could I have done? I could have watched a game of football that was actually competitive, like the Redskins and the Broncos. I could have done that. No. Instead, what I did was I sat there and I watched the Jaguars play for 3 hours, and they're terrible. If you guys didn't watch my halftime rant video that I made yesterday, I highly encourage you guys to go back and watch it, because I spit a lot of truth in that video. I can't take this, you guys. It's not fair. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair. It's just not fair. It's not fair. I know yesterday I said that I don't believe in Urban Meyer, and that may have been more anger talking, but I am definitely swinging more towards that side now. There's no reason at all why, like, if the Jaguars lost yesterday, but it was like a 17-20 game or like a 17-13 game or something like that, I'd be like, sucks, but it is on the road and it is what it is. Jaguars, they suck. What are you going to do? But they're past the point of sucking. They're past that. It is incompetency on every single level. And it's like this year in, year out, week after week after week after week. I am starting to severely question if Urban Meyer is the guy. Coming off of a bye week. Okay, coming off of a bye week. And the Seahawks are coming off of a short week. And you're playing against Geno Smith. If Russell Wilson played in this game and it was 31-7, I'd be like, yeah, okay, sure, I get it. This defense is the worst in the NFL. I get it. No, this was Geno Smith's first win since 2016. I believe I saw that on Twitter. And of course it comes against the Jaguars. Who else would it come against? Of course. You know, and I can't remember if I brought this up in my video yesterday because I'm so out of it. But the Jaguars fumbled this offseason completely botched this past offseason. The Jaguars were never going to be a playoff team this year. They were never going to be that. But we could have taken a massive step towards a rebuild if we had done this past offseason correctly. With all the draft capital we had, all the resources we had, what did we do with it? All right, well, let's look. What is one of the Jaguars' biggest need right now, especially on defense? Outside of Josh Allen, they have no pass rush. Matt Judon's doing pretty good with the Patriots. Jags couldn't bring him in, I guess. Yeah, Dan Arnold's been okay, but Jonnu Smith, and I know they offered him money, but they failed on that. And what else they royally failed on? We could have had Pat Freiermuth, who once again is making plays. I see it every week. He's making plays for Pittsburgh. And Jaguar fans were out of their minds wanting this guy. And we had like 3 chances to pick him. Didn't do it. You think Trevor could use a guy like that? I do. And you know, it goes... I know I'm getting on kind of a tangent, but it goes farther than just this past offseason too. This team is still suffering from David Caldwell. Two off seasons ago, the Jaguars had 2 first-round picks. Neither one of them one of them's not on the team anymore, which is just it's laughable. And the other one is not contributing in any way, shape, or form. Can you imagine if we had picked Jerry Jeudy instead of C.J. Henderson? Can you imagine? Or can you imagine if we had picked, I don't know, like a Mekhi Becton with that 9th pick and then got Justin Jefferson at 20? Can you imagine? Competent drafting? Jaguars? Nah, get out of here with that. This team is still suffering from the years and years that David Caldwell screwed this organization. And the Jaguars had a chance to, again, we were never going to be a playoff team this year. We never were. But to be 1-6, and the way that we're 1-6 could have been avoided if we had treated this past offseason better. Could have been. Really could have been. The draft, because let's look at this past draft. They had 12 picks? 11, 12 picks? Who's contributing? Well, Trevor. They picked Travis Etienne, which, again, I've said before, I would really love to see what this offense looks like with him healthy and James Robinson. And someone's mowing their lawn outside at 10 o'clock in the morning. Don't they know I'm trying to make a video here? The Travis Etienne pick, they couldn't have foreseen that he would get hurt. But James Robinson was the best player on this team last year and still might be the best player on this team now. And so that's essentially a wasted pick, at least for this year. Tyson Campbell sucks and is completely useless. Meanwhile, Asante Samuel Jr. is having a great season with the Chargers. Meanwhile, again, Pat Freiermuth is having a great season with the Steelers. Azeez Ojulari, the pass rusher out of Georgia, who I wanted the Jags to get in the second round, is having a solid rookie season with the New York Giants. And God knows we could use some pass rush right now, but what do we have instead? We have a running back on IR. We have a corner who can't cover anything. And we have a left tackle who hasn't played a snap. Stupid. And Andre Cisco, for some reason, I don't know if it's because Andrew Wingard has some John Gruden type emails on Urban Meyer. I don't know what it is, but they will not put Cisco on the field, and I don't know what it is. Because from all I know, all I've heard, all accounts, Health is not an issue with Cisco. They don't play him. They refuse to play him. So, 5 picks in the first 60 picks, most cap space in the NFL. What do you have to show for it? You're 1-6. 1-6. And you know what? This team will be lucky if we win 3 games this year. We will be lucky if we win 3 games this year. They can't cover anyone. This defense may be worse than last year. It just might be worse than last year. Outside of Josh Allen, it just might be worse than last year. It's pitiful. And I will say, Damian Wilson's actually a pretty solid player. That's all I got for today, you guys. That's my Jaguars COVID rant. I look like a total mess. I hope you guys will excuse me. I know I sound like crap, but at least Derrick Henry got hurt, so the Titans are probably screwed. So that's a good thing, I guess. Go Jags. Like, subscribe. Screw the Titans. I'll see you guys in the next video.